Mm-mm.
Would you like what is the oldest age you would date or
Um. Okay. I dated someone 7 years older than me, but I didn't know they were 7 years older than me
you had an
until
e-girlfriend that lied about their age?
yeah. Well, they didn't lie. They said they were in their they said they were in their 20s, and I was also in my like I
So you were
just
20 and
became
they were like
20. Yeah.
28.
No, it's 27.
Oh.
So I was 20. They were 27. And they said they were in their 20s. I was like, oh, cool. And then like 3 months into dating, they were like, oh, my birthday's coming up. Like, I'm gonna be 27. And I was like, oh.
But I feel like why would they not just say I'm 27 instead of I'm in my 20s?
Well,
Like
they
it's
said
like
they
they
were
were
in their
hiding it on purpose
20s. So, but
'cause
that's
they
the
knew
thing.
it
It's
was
like,
sus.
I feel like you should say your late 20s. You know what I mean? At that point.
Or just say I'm 27 and be fucking normal.
Jesus Christ.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck you being all fucking discreet and shady about it?
So what's the oldest that you would date?
I dated someone that was 27 when I was like 22.
What about the youngest?
The youngest I've dated at my, well, I mean, the youngest person I dated was when I was also young. I was 17 and they were 17. So like, that's probably it. You know?
I was just making a joke. Okay, but would there be like an above and below, like where you're like, that's too much for me?
I think the youngest person I would consider, because I am 22, without feeling, and I would still kind of feel weird about it. Like they would have to be a vibe thing. Low key, 19 would be like pushing it for me. Okay, like high key.
How old are you again?
But 22.
Bro, that's like, how is 19 pushing it when you're 22? What?
I don't know, man. I feel like people be like, oh, if you date someone in your teens when you're in the 20s, that's just fucked up. And I'm like, okay, well, damn. But maybe that's just Twitter brain rot.
I think
yeah,
that's
19 is like the youngest.
I think that's Twitter brain rot, bro. 19 and 22 is completely fine.
I think that's fine in my opinion too. But
I feel like the lowest I would date as a 24-year-old was 20. So, because
okay, yeah, 4 years.
I feel like it's not even like the age thing. I feel like it's like not the number. It's more like the life experience. Like I feel like you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like if you're dating someone that's like 18, 19, a lot of times they're like students.
Yeah,
or they're still in college. And like
right.
I'm gonna be honest, I dropped out that bitch. But I like, what are you gonna talk to me about? Your professors and your exams? Like the fuck?
Why didn't you date someone already?
Me?
Yes. Yeah, you. The fuck?
What do you mean? Why don't I date someone already? Like, what type of question is that? Like, what are you implying? Like, I should be able to date someone easily. I'm an idiot. Like, what do we mean?
I'm rooting for you. Where is it at? Why haven't you done it?
Oh, I've been going on dates.
Oh, you did? I thought you did like the one date and then like they didn't come or something, and then you just like didn't.
Well, I just moved, so I'm in a city now with a bunch of motherfuckers. So like, I low key, but I've been like a what's the term? A dinner date whore. You know what I'm saying? Like I went on like 3 dinner dates. I've been here for a week with 3 different people.
Dinner date whore.
But like, I mean, it was just a conversation. But you know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't understand just going on a date with one person and then being like, oh, that shit was ass. So I just planned 3 because I expected half of these motherfuckers to be ass.
And were they?
See, the problem was no. So now I got 3 people that I'm okay with. And I'm like, fuck. No, because normally it's ass. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I've had people like throw up on me on first dates and shit. So it's like, normally it's pretty booty. Normally it's pretty ass, but since it's not ass, I'm like, what do I do now? I didn't expect this.
Dude, in like 2 months, you're gonna be like doing a deep raspy voice. I just know it.
No. Don't wish that on me, please.
Oh, it's coming.
But yeah, no. So like now I like multiple of them, and I'm like, well, fuck. You know, because I ain't trying to go on like 8 dates with multiple people, and they be like, after 8 dates, you know, I ain't fucking with you that much. Like that feels kind of wrong.
Dude, dating is so dude, you're crazy for that. I don't know how you.
What?
I don't know how you're going. Like how do you find people to go on a date with? Like what? How do you find 3 people? What is it like an app? Like what are you? What are you
I've
doing?
used apps before. Some person I hit up on Instagram because I knew them. Like we had like mutuals or whatever the fuck, and like I've known them, but like we
What?
never. We were gonna go on a date like 2-3 years ago, and then I guess they was dating multiple people, and they were like, actually, have a boyfriend now, and then they broke up with them, and I was moving back into town. I'm like, hey, you still on for that dinner date now that you single? And they was like, word, and so then it was up for that. That was easy.
Oh, this is a very
Um,
American thing. I can't imagine this. This is crazy.
what?
Like you guys are just like, oh yeah, we'll go on a date, whatever. Like
I mean, if they think I'm attractive and I think they're attractive, what's the harm in it? It's dinner.
that's
If you're
crazy.
acting like a date means I'm signing up to like, do the D with you or like,
No, but
get
like
married. Like
that's like
rebound much? I mean, they've been single for like
it's
a
like a lot.
year.
It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff going on, man.
I just feel like you haven't like casually dated as an adult. You normally like date people you've already known for a while.
I mean, there was one person I started that 27-year-old I only started dating after a month of knowing them.
But like you met them online
That
and it
was
was
online
more
though.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, most of my
But
relationships
like, have you
have
ever
been
like just
online.
gone to dinner with a stranger that you thought was attractive, but you didn't really know much about them, but like it was a
No,
date?
that's
See, I do that all the time.
crazy.
I do that all the time.
Dude, what if it's a serial killer?
Bro, if you have dinner in a public place, they're not gonna fucking murder you in front of everybody.
Yeah, but they know you. They know your information now, you know?
What, my
They know
fucking
you.
name?
Yeah, they
And
know
they
you're
have my
Quinn
Instagram
Benet.
handle? Boo fucking who?
Dude, they're gonna like,
What are they gonna do?
bro, they can
Oh,
just
yeah,
look you up
I don't give these
online.
people my number. Best believe that's a dumbass idea. You can get everything from the number, but I'll give them like my Instagram. I don't give a fuck.
Bro, what if you like go on a date, right? And then you go on more dates. They know who you are, and then they're low-key a psycho, and you don't know. And then you like invite them over to your place, and then they take a picture of you sleeping with them, like next to you, right? And then they're like, "This guy was a terrible person. He did this." And then who's gonna fucking believe you? No one.
Okay, but you're acting like people that have known people for like 4 or 5 years haven't still done fucked up shit like that.
But scary.
Like,
But
how many relationships
scary.
you know are like the person knows them for 5 years, and then when they break up, one of the exes just starts lying and making crazy accusations because they're bitter. Like, bitch, that shit happens all the time.
Every single one.
So, like, that's what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
That's why I'm kind of like, well, then, what's the difference? Now, I'm very like careful about what I like. I don't tell people what I do for work. I be telling people I do like video editing
Mm.
or like cybersecurity. But one time I was on a date with a programmer like recently,
Programmer.
and they were like,
Holy shit.
They were like, what do you do for work? I was like, I can't say cybersecurity because they're gonna start asking me follow-up questions. So I said video editing because bitch, the fuck, you're not catching me lacking. You know what I'm saying?
Holy fuck. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How the hell did you do that? Can't
I'm
imagine.
gonna be honest with you, like me not being ugly like does 50% of the work for me. Like respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Like I just shout out to my genetics or whatever the fuck, because I don't really understand either. Sometimes I'm on dates with these attractive people and I'm like, what fucking brainwashing do you have to think this is like a situation that is benefiting you at all? But you know what I'm saying? How's that shade?
That's not shade. That's shade to all the ugly people in Earth, I guess.
Yeah, it's only shade if you consider yourself ugly or someone else ugly. I never said anyone else in the chat was ugly. I mean, some of y'all probably are ugly, but statistically, but like it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know how you do this. This is a whole other side. I'm more of the like experienced online data, you know. Like
Yeah, I don't do that shit. I got one time and never touched that shit.
yeah. If you ever need
But also,
advice on
like,
online dating, bro,
I
I'm
just
your
don't really
man.
I don't really like e-dating because it's like, damn, bro,
What?
I only can talk to you online. Like, I grew up like not having a lot of in real life friends because I was like in and out the hospital. I was talking to people online all the time. So now that I'm an adult and I can like meet people in person, bitch, I'm opting for that.
Bro, e-dating goes hard, I'm telling you. Dude, you can never mind. There's nothing you can do. That shit sucks.
What, online dating?
I was gonna say something, but it's just not appropriate, you know?
Okay, the most online dating I would do is like talk to someone on like a dating app and then be like, let's get dinner. Okay, that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But is that even online dating at that point? That's just like I met you online, but we in person now.
Mm, yeah. I mean, let me see. Out of all the people I've e-dated, I've met in real life 3 of them, I think.
How many people have you e-dated, bitch? If you've met 3,
What do you mean?
like you've e-dated more than 3 then, right?
Yeah.
You met a little e-whore, e-fountain it up. You know what I'm saying?
No. See, that's what I feel like e-dating is like faster paced than real life dating. I feel.
Yeah, because it's
One
like
minute
it's
you're
not as
duoing a
real,
Valo.
like respectfully.
Yeah, exactly. It's only after a certain point that it becomes like more real, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like some people online are just so desperate they just take whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't know, but I'm kind of picky though, low key. That's my problem too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I've been on dates with a lot of really attractive people, but like sometimes it's like I'd rather just hear myself talk. Like if I'm more entertaining than you in the conversation is ass.
What?
Like if I find myself more entertaining while speaking to you, then the conversation sucks because bitch, I already know what I'm gonna say. Like it's coming from me, so it should not be that amusing to myself.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Like some people, it's like talking to a wall. I'm like, damn, bitch. Like, oh, what do you do for this? Oh, I do this. How do you like that? It's okay. Oh, what do you like to do? I like this. What got you into that? Friends. I'm like, bitch, do you even want to talk to me? Like, why the fuck did you even show up to this shit? Like, respectfully, why
I
did you even
mean,
come here? Because
true.
you are answering every question with one word, and I'm not asking you yes or no questions. I'm asking you like very open-ended questions, and you are giving me one-word responses. Like, bitch, at this point, you like, why did you show up? Why did you show up?
True.
Like, the fuck?
I can see that.
And then they don't even ask you questions back. So then I'll start yapping about shit so that they have some material. Maybe they're shy. They can ask me questions, and they don't even do that. I'm like, bitch. At this point, I should just leave.
I've never had that before, so I don't know, but that does sound pretty bad.
It's yeah. Sometimes it's like you're pulling teeth, and the teeth got cavities, you know, and it's wisdom teeth. So like it's very difficult sometimes. Sometimes though it's smooth, it flows really well, and you're like, damn, I fuck with this person. You know, it just depends.
I feel like there's a difference between like there's a lot of people in chat saying shy, but like
Yeah, there's
I
shy
feel
and
like
then
there's a
there's dry. I'm
difference.
sorry. If
Yeah,
you
yeah,
answer
there's shy
every
and dry.
word, everything with one word, you're not shy, you're just dry. And it's like their demeanor a lot of the times, they don't seem shy. They're totally fine. They're just like genuinely just not interesting. But I've noticed this a lot with people that are like very attractive. I feel like
Oh,
their
like
attraction
do you
has
think there's a
gotten them so
correlation?
much.
Like
Yeah, I think their attraction has gotten them so much that they are like not used to normally trying and people just gas them up.
I see.
People can be shy, have issues with communication. Okay, that's great and all. Respectfully to everyone in
I
chat
don't
that's
think that's a
saying this,
conversation though. That's not.
I'm not here to fix your social issues. That's not what the fuck the date is for.
Well,
I'm here to
like
get to know you.
yeah,
So if it's
exactly.
inhibiting you from having a date, I would rather you find someone that's more comfortable for you than me. And on top of that, I have social anxiety, okay? Myself, I do. It's diagnosed. Bitch, I'm still able to come up with a competent conversation.
Well,
You know,
I
like
just feel like a shy
I don't have to be
person.
interesting in you because you're shy. That's not how this works. You know, like I feel bad for you. Yeah, I understand. Yes, but like there's a certain point where like I can't be like, oh, I like you, and I'm gonna force myself to put up with this because you're shy. Because you're shy. Like no. That's not how the real world works. You gotta cater to your own needs. I cannot do that for you, especially if I don't know you.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's the same as like. I mean, that is true. That's like the way the real world works. I mean, if you're going to a job and you're shy and you're acting like Bochi from Bochi the Rock, you're not gonna be there long. I'm gonna be real. Like
Yeah,
you
like
kind of
you
have to.
eventually
You have to switch on.
like eventually you gotta like put forth some effort. I know maybe they're going on a date to get burst out of their bubble, and that's fine. But like that doesn't mean I have to be interested.
Yeah. Yeah, same for
You
job
know?
interviews. Yeah, you're not getting a job unless you act the part, right?
Like I
I don't
have a
know.
lot of social anxiety and I had to work on it
Right.
myself. I had to do things. I had to go out, da, 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 da. But like I would never expect someone if I gave them zero energy to be like, oh, he was cool because I had social anxiety. Like fuck no.
I don't, and also, yeah, I really don't. I see you say like an introvert in the chat, and like I don't think you guys should be making excuses for that. I really don't.
Yeah, and introverts
Like,
got like
I'm an
introverts got
introvert.
hobbies and shit. Like,
Yeah,
bitch, I guarantee you
bro.
get an introvert, they can yap about fucking whatever the fuck they do on
Yes.
their own time.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't think there's an excuse for something like that. Really.
Yeah, sometimes you're just dry and it's okay, you know.
Yeah.
Or like maybe they are anxious, but if they are anxious and that I personally don't think it's my responsibility to put up with it if I don't find them engaging or interesting to talk to. I'm trying to
Yeah.
find someone I'm compatible with, not someone that I can like,
I
you know,
mean,
coddle or
I don't mean to say like that, like dating is like interviews, but it kind of is because like this other person that you don't know and you apparently want to know better is like going out of their way to meet with you, to give their time to talk with you, and you're doing the same thing for them. So you both expect this like mutual, oh, I'm coming out of my way to get to know this person. And if only one of you is asking stuff and the reason is cuz you're shy, that's not a good excuse, man. That's terrible. That's a really
yeah.
shit excuse. Like, no.
I feel like I understand it, but also, especially if you are shy or not great at leading conversations, even if I were to be like asking them questions or giving myself like, I'll like give like a paragraph response. I'm like, what do you think about this? Oh, it's okay. Oh, well, I like this because da, da, da. I'll like give like a whole. I will give an answer as if like they asked me a very detailed question, just so they maybe have something to talk about
Yeah.
back. And then after all that, they still have one word to say. Like, no, I don't care. That's you. I
How
can't.
many
You
times
know,
has this
I'm not
happened
putting
to
up with
you?
that. This happened to me like a few times. I think some people are just genuinely dry or like they just are not good at conversation. And I mean, there's a lot of people that are like, well, you should do an activity on a first date to avoid this. And like, I agree that can help avoid some of it. But my thing is, if I can't enjoy your presence without an activity, it's not going to work. You
Yeah.
know? Like, and also if you do an activity on the first date and then you get a dinner on the second date and then you find out they're dry, okay, you wasted 2 dates on that. Like, fuck that.
Hmm.
How long you shout them online before meeting them in person? I mean, it depends, to be honest. I don't really like if I when I did use dating apps, I didn't really talk to them for an extended period of time on the dating app because I feel like the longer you keep the conversation in there, the less likely they are to meet you, or the less you have to talk about in person too. If you ask all the questions you would ask in person online, then what the fuck you gonna ask? You know?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. True dat, brother.
There's constantly friendship if you don't feel like dating them. Yeah, that's true. I just feel like that can get messy. Not gonna lie. Because sometimes they still into you afterward, and then like they trying to hide it, and I'm like, bruh. Yeah, like
Hmm.
I'm just scared because IRL is scary. I mean, you should always, if you're meeting people through dating apps, do it at a public place.
I mean,
That like it
I feel
decreases the
like
chances of something crazy happening like significantly, and then
like
just don't go home with them afterward.
on the dates you're talking about, like I'm under the impression of, oh, you're meeting them for like the first time and like you don't know them really at all. Like you haven't like cooled
Yeah,
with them. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, like there's
yeah,
a difference between, oh, I'm literally meeting this human for the first time and I have no prior knowledge to them other than, hey, it looks like we might vibe with each other, versus, hey, I've been talking to this person online for ages and I'm finally going to meet them and it's the first time we're going on a date in real life. Like those are so polar opposites. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, because then the shy card actually does work, I'd say.
Yeah, because I can vibe with you like, you
Yeah,
know, online for hours. So you clearly can keep up with the
exactly.
conversation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like, yeah, if I don't know you at all and you're dry, I'm kind of like, okay, well,
Yeah,
what's the point in you even trying?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I do understand like social anxiety and all that exists. I just don't love it being used as an excuse because I have all of that shit too. And I have learned how to find ways for it to not inhibit me. Or I've never used it as an excuse to justify like why my underperformance was bad, because realistically, sure, these problems exist and there are things that exist. Even with my physical health, yes, it does inhibit me from doing certain things. But if all I do is say it inhibits me and expect the world to cater to my needs, I'm going to
That's
be
Twitter
very
brain.
disappointed. I'm going to
Twitter
be very
brain, bro.
disappointed when nothing is given to me and I get nowhere. So it's
Mm.
better to just expect people to treat you based on what you do rather than why or how you are, and kind of adapt or figure out a way to accept the fact that it's going to be harder for you, but you still have to get it done for people to find it interesting or to want to talk to you or to do whatever. Like you're going to have to work harder, and that's just the way it is. And the world is not going to cater to your ass because the world doesn't revolve around you, and it's not made for every specific niche problem that one person might have. And I learned that at a very young age because I have a lot of problems. So if I was just expecting, well, I'm bad, so they should, consider that. Well, no, not everyone gives a fuck. Okay, especially if they don't know you, they're not going to give a fuck. So it's better, in my opinion, to go around and be like, well, nobody gives a fuck, so I got to figure it the fuck out. Than be like, people should care, because the reality is people aren't going to. They're not. They don't know you. They don't owe you
True.
shit. So why are you going around parading or hoping that they are going to care? It's just you're going to set yourself up for disappointment, and you're not going to get what you want, and you're going to be upset about it, and it's just going to go nowhere. So it's better to just work harder and figure out a way to make it where you can work and fit into these spaces that you might not typically work or fit in, and make a lane for yourself. But you can't just sit around expecting, well, I have X problems, so people should consider it, because that's not how people work. Okay, the only time people will ever consider your problem as a way to like help you is if they already have a reputation or positive rapport or some sort of relationship with you where they know you're good in other areas. But if they don't know anything else about you, they're not going to do it.
True that,
So
brother.
that's kind of my mentality, and that's why if someone's like dry as fuck, I'm kind of like, okay, well, you're dry as fuck.
Yeah.
It sounds fucked up, but like
It does. I don't
that's
think
how it
so.
is.
I think it's just. I don't know how to say this, but I feel like a lot of people have been like brainwashed by online, like, things. Like the
Yeah, to
person
be
you're
like people
explaining
should care to
is
you, people should
very,
care.
yeah.
Yeah,
It just feels like it's very Twitter brained, like,
yeah,
and low key TikTok brained.
yeah,
Like,
I do think like yeah.
I don't know what happened, but I feel like there's been a surge of people like that. I
Like I
don't know
would love to live
why.
in a world where everyone's individual needs are able to be catered for, but do you cater to everyone's individual needs on a
No,
daily basis? Fuck
no one
no.
does.
So let's stop acting like everyone's gonna do the same for you. That's
Yeah.
why I even like when I was younger, I started doing editing commissions and all sorts of stuff when I was like 11, 12, because bitch, I knew I was not gonna be able to work a normal job with my sick ass fucking health. Okay. So I was trying to figure it out from a young age. So I was like, well, I gotta find something, you know? So
True that, brother.
yeah, I just recommend operating that way because you will find more success from creating it yourself than expecting people to see the best of you and cater to
This
you.
is why e-dating is so good. Let's go e-dating.
I could not eat it. I don't
Yes.
know, man. It's just not for me.
I feel like
But how did
e-dating
you meet these
is,
people?
well, like, normally with e-dating, you'll meet them through a common interest already. So you know you have something, right? Like,
That
in
is
common.
true.
Like, most people who e-date are because they vibed off something else, you know? It's not just
I
like,
feel
oh,
like
I
it's
just
normally
met
just like
them.
a game or something.
Yeah.
I just feel like people that like meet on like a Discord server, like that's in my opinion a yikes like 90% of the time.
I mean, so, like, when I was like, fuck, what was I? I think I was like 17 or something, which you shouldn't do this, by the way, chat. When I was like 17, I joined a dating Discord, which you're not allowed to do, but I wanted to see what it was like, but I didn't use it. I just joined it, right? And
Yeah.
I've told the story before, but basically, I just had it there, and I didn't do anything with it, and I forgot about it. And then someone DM'd me from that, and they were like, "Oh, you're in the server, and you have this profile picture, and I like it, like whatever." And then
Yeah.
this girl was like chatting with me, and then we were having like a good time, and I was like talking over the course of like 3 days, Turns out that girl, she admitted to me. She was like, I can't do this anymore. I was like, what? She's like, dude, you're too nice of a guy. And I was like, what? And she was like, I joined this with my friend to catfish people and then like embarrass them and make fun of them or whatever, right? Because like I think that joining like servers like this is really lame. But then I started talking with you and you were actually really nice and I feel bad. And I was like, oh, what? And I was like, is anything that you said true? And she was like, yeah, I am actually from Canada and stuff, but my name's this and I'm like this old. And she was like the same age as me as well. So I was like, oh, cool. And I was like, well, I
Okay.
don't mind still talking because I'm fucking lonely. And like I don't really give a shit about this. Like, I don't care that you did this because I done some dumb shit before. So I don't give a shit. Right? And she was like, oh,
Yeah.
what? And then we ended up like talking for a while and I would play like Osu and she wanted to watch me play Osu. And then she was just really nice. It was really weird because you would think that someone who's like doing that is like really like mean or I don't know. You just think negative connotations of them, but they were actually really nice. And I was like, what the fuck? Why did you do this? Like, what friend made you do that? Like, this type of person wouldn't normally do this thing. It was very confusing. I don't know. I just decided to tell the story. I feel like there was a reason I told the story.
I mean, I feel like, you know, some people just be trolling, even though they're good people.
Yeah, true.
But yeah,
There
no,
was a
I
reason.
mean,
I can't remember that.
yeah, I've never e-dated like that before. I never have. I mean, I've had like crushes on people I met online through like games, but like I never dated them because I was like, this is the internet. I don't know.
Oh, I never dated her, by the way, just to preface. We just, like,
Yeah.
it was close. And then I ended up dating someone in real life. And that was
Oh
that was
shit,
awful.
you got bitches.
That was fucking awful.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Terrible. All right, I'm trying my best.
I'm proud of you.
I have a sticky note in front of me that says "shut up."
I mean, it's working, I think.
Well, yeah.
Unless this stream is the one that happens.
Yo, if I get canceled for this, I'm gonna lose my shit. Cause like, what the fuck did I say that was that bad?
You said that introverts are not allowed to date. Oh, Quinn Benet says introverts shouldn't date others.
Even if I did say that, I still don't think that's cancelable. Like,
And
you know,
he said online dating is bad. Oh,
I can't believe
here it comes. Here
Not
it
my
comes.
streamer. Not my streamer.
Dog, cock, diggity dog. Cock, cock, diggity dog. Cock, cock, diggity dog. Cock, cock, diggity dog. Oh my god.